Hello everyone. This is a primitive run of KappaKlicker for Android. Now, I haven't done anything special for it. I literally just installed stuff to compile Android output for GameMaker Studio. So, there are a few things that would need to be done before I am comfortable releasing an alpha Android APAC. But so far it seems okay-ish. Now, we will go through this, and we will address what is needed and stuff like that. So, first off, it's designed for 16 by 9. So, being that my tablet's 16 by 10, there's black borders. Not on the left and right like you see. That's because it's being converted back into 16 by 9 with my casting software. Ignore that. So the main problem so far, so
Thank you for playing. Thank you for
like we can't move the slider. Oh, now
Thank you for playing. Thank you for playing. Thank you for playing.
so it's a little weird. Like I'm sliding over music and then it moves sound effects. So if I slide over settings, maybe no. But if I slide over sound effects,
Thank you for playing.
uh,
Thank you for playing.
I don't know, it's a little weird. So we got that. At least we have a back button there, so we can start game. We can actually proceed into the game, choose songs. That's all working and stuff. Now, the main problem you're gonna see is when we actually start the game. I'm gonna have to put a pause button on the screen because escape pause not happening. But the actual tapping seems to be functional. So, I mean, it's playable. But I mean, we're stuck in the game right now. Like, even the back button doesn't do anything. So the only way to really get out is to, like, press your home button and then, like, close the app using the app selector. As for playing, it does seem very playable. It's a little bit slower than it's supposed to be. That's a issue that we're gonna have to look into.
Thank you for playing.
So I feel like since GameMaker is FPS based, I might have to drop it down to 30 instead of 60 to be more compatible with more devices. We don't really have a smooth transition. That literally just relaunches the game, that restart button. So now we will try Kitsch Edition. And we will try a longer song. Now, as you can see with the Kitsch Shuffle, it is running slower than it is supposed to be. But aside from the speed and the fact that we need a pause button on the screen here, I think it's pretty much going to be mobile compatible. Like, I thought I was going to have issues with the clicks and everything, but that seems to be okay. You can't really see because I don't have a cam, but I'm tapping emotes. And it's working fine, you know, if I miss. Intentionally missing here to die. Yeah, everything kind of runs slow.
Thank you for playing.
Even that, like, it was delayed. Like, that's supposed to start during the game over music, or the not submitted music. But anyway, it does seem functional. We're going to give it one more test run. We're going to try a hard mode, which would normally speed it up. We'll see how that reacts on here. So we're going to go with Extreme Alti Edition. See what happens. Now you can see the FPS jitter right now. Now trying to cheat by like holding and dragging doesn't work, so that's cool. You have to actually tap the emotes. I do remember Kitch's suggestion to make it rhythm based. That's gonna take a little effort because that means we gotta make a map file to the music and read it, and we definitely have to get our timings fixed at that point because right now the time, as I just explained, is a hot mess. But I am pretty impressed overall with how this is actually running. Look at that, 2,000 points. Like, in comparison, the HTML5 export option to make this web-based does not work at all. So I didn't have much expectations when I chose the Android exporter. But honestly, I am impressed. And this is actually kind of fun doing it tap style, to be honest. I would actually enjoy this once it's actually functioning correctly and has a pause and shit like that. I might actually make it to 100,000. I made it past 100,000. A fucking fever though. I do need like some kind of fever explosion mode, like, and also the timer. It's running once every.
Thank you for playing.
So, like I said, Game Maker is designed to work on FPS. So the fact that it's running at 30 FPS instead of 60 is why everything's kind of half. So the warning sound's supposed to run every 1 second, but it was running every 2 seconds because it's running at half speed. That's the thing we're going to have to look into and probably reprogram half the friggin' engine. But so far, so good. So this has been a test of KappaKlicker Game Maker Studio Android export module. I don't know what else to say. Thanks for watching. Take care.